Hello, the tutorial today is to teach people without Photoshop or without the access to Photoshop how to crop images and then optimize them for web. Unfortunately, when it comes to your website, especially WordPress, you can't just add any image because it will, if it's not the right size, it will stuff up the format of your page, and if your images are too large, it will make your page a very slow loading page, which is a big no-no for Google. So here's a quick tutorial on how people without the access to Photoshop can actually crop their images and then optimize them for web. So the first thing you need to do is, if you've got an image that needs to be cropped, you go to this website, which is imageresize.org, and you simply click the browse button and you go to where your photos are saved on your computer. In this instance, we're going to resize, we're going to crop and then optimize scented candles. You can see the sizes here. Now, by rule of thumb, pictures on your website really shouldn't be over 100 KB. In some instances where bigger pictures like sliders and that, they may go over because you don't want them to be pixelated. But for product pics and for content pictures that go into the body of your blogs and whatnot, you want to try and keep them under 100 KB. Anyway, let's start with the cropping. So we'll click this one, double click on it, and as you can see, it's come up here, and you just click the upload button. And as you can see, the picture has come up here. So we want to crop the image. So you press crop, and we want to custom the aspect ratio. We want to resize it to the custom size. And we want to take out the preserve aspect ratio, because we don't. We want it to be in the new size. Now, I'm doing this tutorial based on my client's product pictures, which is for WooCommerce. I usually have it around the 600 by 600, so it's a square picture, and that's pixels. So 600 by 600, you type it in there, and as you can see, it's a nice little square here. With your mouse, just take it to where you want to crop. Make sure that you've got all the image in, and then once you're happy with what it looks like, come down here, make sure the image format is checked to JPEG, and click on the process image. Your resized image has now come up here. To save it, you'll need to right click with your mouse and view image. This way it will bring up the larger sized image. Again, right click on it and save image as, and take it to the folder wherever you have it saved on your website. And then make sure you save your image to a name with keywords in it. So in this instance, my client sells candles, so let's put it down as scented candles. And the reason you use hyphen is because Google doesn't understand space. So you use a hyphen, press save. I'm going to replace the old one in this instance, and as you can see, it's saved. Now, if you go to the folder where you've saved the images, so I've saved it here. So that's what I've saved here. That's the candle. As you can see, it's still at 102 kilobytes, which is way too large for a small image like this. So I need to optimize it so it's around maybe the 30 to 40 size. So I actually have Photoshop, but I get my clients to use this website, optimizilla.com. There's heaps online. You can do a search if you're not happy with this site. But you just simply go to this site and it'll bring up this page. And all you need to do is upload file, find the file, the photo that you want to optimize. And as you can see, it's uploading. And then it brings up two photos. Now it does this so that you can compare because you're slightly reducing the quality of the image so that it can go on web. So you don't want it to be too pixelated. You still want it to be a sharp picture. So that's why it brings up the original picture. and also the compressed photo. I usually take it down to around the 60% quality because it's still usually fine. Press apply. When you click out of it, as you can see, it's brought it down to 57 kilobytes, which at this stage, that's not too bad. So what we'll do is we'll view image. That's not too bad. So we'll press save image, and I'm just going to save it over the scented candles because that's what name I want it to have. JPEG. Replace. Now if I go back into my clients folder, as you can see, it's been brought down to 61 kilobytes. That could actually be brought down a little bit more, so if you wanted to change that quality down to 50, it would probably bring it back down to 50 kilobytes. But for the time being, that's not too bad, and now that picture is ready for me to upload to my website. I hope this helps. Any questions, put it down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.